Bless you.
Thank you.
I got the same thing you do. So there's a jersey for tomorrow night. A little bit. I'm going to a little bit more red because it's Valentine's Day. So we got a little red and the pink, a little bit different front. Lobos on the front, New Mexico on the back. So big day for us. Got a lot of people involved with that. In recent history, it's been Hugh's mom, and I think all of us have been affected by it some way or other. I got some dear friends that have lost parents. My aunt, I didn't lose my aunt, but she had cancer, and so it's good for us. It's another way to give back. I think that's one thing we've done over the years with the camouflage game, military appreciation. We've done the pink game. We do the N7 game, even though that we did buy another set of uniforms so we could wear the N7 more than once. So this is a way to give back. I want to thank Dr. Wellman at the Cancer Center. She basically took care of these jerseys for us. She's an outstanding person. She does an unbelievable job at the Cancer Center, and she's a dear friend that we've done Coaches versus Cancer now, the gala together for this will be our second year. So excited about the game. A little bit on the health front. Tim Williams is still week to week. It'll be 4 weeks, and just so everybody knows, I'm not a doctor. Nobody on my staff's a doctor. Tim Williams isn't a doctor. So when the 4 weeks are up, it'll be determined by the doctors. So, I want him to come back. I think there's been some stuff put out there that we all think he's going to come back. We don't know that. I'm not a doctor. Nobody on my staff's a doctor either. So if they were, they shouldn't be coaching. So he's 4 weeks is still a ways away. He hasn't done anything. He's been checked. He hasn't been cleared to do any physical activities. Dane's back. He'll have the mask in this week, but I don't know if he's going to wear it. I think he'll have it just in case he gets hit again. Everybody else is healthy. Xavier's knee's coming along. If people want to know, he's way ahead of schedule. What that means is his mobility as far as bending it on his own is way ahead, but now we just kind of got to slow him down. I don't need him till November of next year. So that's the health deal. Excited about the Boise game. They're playing really, really well. Always been a fan of Nick Duncan. I think he gives you a hard time, but Hutchinson's really come on. I think he's an all-league player. I've voted for him for all-district. He's a really good player. I think Reed gives him a big-time shooter that they've changed the lineup, and I think Paris Austin's playing really well right now off the bench in his new role. As far as our team, I think we're getting good contributions from guys to try to pick up the slack for Tim. I think Sam Logwood's played outstanding. He's been terrific. I think Dane's played really well, and then our freshmen are coming on a little bit. I think Ahir, Damien's, they're coming on a little bit. I think our point guard play's been better. I think Jalen's going to continue. I think he's hit a little bit of a wall, and I think Jordan Hunter's turned a corner. So hopefully they'll continue to play well. So all in all, got some tough games coming up. 3 of them at home, and got a couple on the road. So it's the home stretch.
You mentioned your point guard. Their point guard, Paris Austin, who's actually coming off the bench now. He's on a 4-game run where he's averaging about 15 a game. He's a guy that can cause some problems. I know he's been a little inconsistent, but does he cause problems for you guys?
He hasn't caused problems because we won.
In his ability to penetrate.
Yeah, but I mean, we're able. The unique thing about our guys is we're able to keep guys in front of him. We're athletic enough. We're not playing big point guards. Jordan Hunter and Jalen Harris are able to keep him in front. I think the reason why he's been successful, I think there's 2 reasons. He's playing with a lot of confidence, and I think nobody was guarding him. And then I think what's happened is he's playing with good confidence, and he's proven people wrong. And he's a solid player that you got to guard.
In regards to Boise State, is it about shutting down the 3 and stopping the penetration with them?
I think with us, the reason why they got, they came back so strong is they outscored us points in the paint, which in the second half became drives. They weren't really post touches. We were able to beat them because limited them to 5 3-point shots makes. They had 5. And I think that was the key. We've got to cut down on our turnovers to score, live ball turnovers to score, which I think at the end of the day they had 30 points between live ball turnover transition points and offensive rebound points. So if we can improve on that, then I like where we are. But you also got to realize we had nobody wants to write about this or talk about it. We got the best power forward that's played in the league in 3 years. He's not playing. He played in that game. So if you look back at the league, we're going to play several games without a guy that hasn't been in our league for a long time. Cam Berso's the last one. You can't name anybody. But take Cam Oliver or Marshall off Nevada, take some of those guys off of Boise, take Hutchinson off of Boise or some of those guys. It's a different deal. And Tim Williams is that valuable. He's I guess he's our security blanket that we don't have. So I think our guys have played at a high level considering losing a guy that by far is the best low post player that this league's seen in 3 years. That's my opinion. I don't think there's a very good argument who would be better as far as a low post scorer.
What will the matchup with Boise look like without him? How will it look different?
Well, you're playing 4 guards, so it'll be different. So it'll be a thing where you're playing 4 guards and, Joe will get a shot guard and Duncan. We'll have some guys will play big sometimes, but if we can get a here going, I think the unique thing about that is if Tim or whenever we can get Joe and Connor playing at a higher level, you give 2 different looks in your team where you can play big and you can play small. And, we're trying to make those adjustments on the fly, and I think our kids have done a really good job.
You guys have already secured the winning record on the road at 5-2 in league play, 3-3 at home. And I know after the Air Force game, I was listening to the radio show you did with Robert, and you made a comment that you don't know what it is at home, and then you said, "Well, I know what it is, but I can't say." Is there something going on that prevents you guys from playing as well at home as you guys are on the road?
Yeah, there is, but I can't talk about it.
Does that make it does that mean, I'm not asking you to talk about it if you don't want to talk about it, but I want to know, does that mean it's something you can't talk about because you've been told not to talk about it, or you're just choosing not to talk about it?
What's that? Yeah, choosing. There's things we've done in the past that we've been really successful at home that we're not doing now because we're told we can't.
That's cryptic.
Yeah, that just makes more questions. So is it in the pregame? Is it in a pregame ritual or a pregame?
It's what we've done in the past as far as what football teams do and what other teams do. We don't do it anymore.
Is this the first year, though, that's happened?
Yes.
That hasn't happened? Okay.
Yes.
Is it sequestering? Well, I'll just keep asking. Is it sequestering them the previous night?
We don't stay in a hotel anymore.
Do you guys think that there's any more to the pressure part of it from the fans? That's something you've dealt with for 4 years. That's not just a this year thing. So let me ask that. Do you?
Yeah, I don't know that, Jeff, because I've never been here as a player. I think there is a little bit more you put on yourself because you want to win so bad. I think that could be, especially as a coach. I don't know how Steve felt about it. I think my thing is you have an unbelievable facility. You want to play well, and we haven't played well. The 1 year we've lost some heartbreakers here. My first year we won a lot at home. Last year we won our share. We gave some away late, but we were playing, I think 2 of the teams we played last year, Jeff, I think we were playing Fresno for second place, and we got beat. Played a red-hot Fresno team that were playing really well. They ended up winning the tournament. And then our last game, it was San Diego State who was playing extremely well. So I think scheduling's had a little bit to do with that, but I think, that's computer-based. That has nothing to do with TV.
Well, let me go then to what you guys have coming up. You have 3 home games left.
Tough ones.
One
Very
against
good.
first place, one against the team ahead of you that you guys had a big win at their place,
Mm-hmm.
and then a senior night against San Diego State's always going to be big. So
Yeah, San Diego State's always going to be competitive. It's going to be especially the last game. So you got 3 hard ones.
Three games to give an opportunity for the fan base then to have a reason for the when you
Well,
bring-
Jeff, you've made some great points like this year, and I think it's more than just that. I think pricing has to do with it. I think time of games has to do with it, and then I think our product has been exciting, but I think our product, the way they played the UNLV game and the way they played the San Jose State game, I think, yeah, I can see where people wouldn't be happy the way we played. But I think there's some games we played at a high level. I think we've won some exciting games. But for some reason, this group just has an edge when they play on the road, and we got to get the edge back here. But I think there's some issues that we have to change. But, hopefully we're going to play better, Jeff. I just don't know that. Yeah, but I mean, I think there's more than – but I don't think that's just a problem here. I think you've said that it's a national problem. I mean, people want to talk about the East Coast and things, and I talked about it, but I said you go down, look at everybody else's attendance. But I think here, being in the disposable income and what we have as far as money here in our state, we've priced a lot of normal fans out of it, and that's tough. But I think it has to do with how we play, has a big part to do with it. I think the time of the games, like I know several people that have been longtime fans, it's hard for them to come to a 9 o'clock game. And it's hard for them to bring kids to an 8 o'clock game. So you take, taking a lot of people that bring their kids. And I think those are 3 big issues that have to be looked at. I mean, it'd be different. I know I'm saying but I think it'd be different if we changed the game at 8 o'clock for anybody in the league. I mean, like, we've been to games and you've seen where we've played or San Diego State's played and there's 9,000, 8,000 people, and then we play a 9 o'clock game at those places, there's 3,500. And that's a lot. We're not getting $500,000 to change the time of our game like football does, which is great for our football program because they did a heck of a job. But we're not getting that income base back into the basketball programs for attendance that's missed because of the time of the game. Is that?
you got it. Yeah, it does.
I mean, I think that's just a logical. Me being a basketball coach and it's been talked about. I don't understand that part of it.
So you don't think that playing the first place team Boise, you think it's more the fans won't be coming out because of the time more than?
I think our fans are going to come out. We had 13,000 fans at our San Jose State game.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
We had 13,000 fans. I think winning at Air Force is going to help our crowd, but we're talking about all year.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a 50th anniversary of the Pit, which is legendary, and we celebrated 1 game.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of things that we can do, and I'm the biggest culprit. I can do a lot of things differently too, and we can do some things with our team winning more. That's good, but there's also other things. There's some other things, but we're 8-5. We're right there. We gave some games away, but our team's playing pretty well without Tim Williams. I mean, we're winning some games that we lost probably a game we probably shouldn't have lost. But, we won at Air Force without Tim Williams, who's averaging 19 points a game. We haven't won there since 2012, and we had a hard time winning there ever since we've been here. So, I mean, I think there's a lot of factors that we all have to look at.
You guys have then, with your 5 games remaining, as tough a schedule. There's probably one team that has a little bit tougher schedule, I think. But anyway, you guys are right up there with the toughest last 5 or 6 games.
Probably Colorado State has the toughest, I would
And
say.
You guys still have a shot.
It's been like that, though, for the last several
You
years.
guys do, and San Diego State's been that last week for a long time. So,
Mhm.
I know the number 1 priority you've said all season is get better each game, because it is probably a 1-bid league. But are you guys talking at all about the possibility still of getting at least a co-championship?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because that's what you go into the league. I mean, I think we've had some guys that I think we've had some confidence go down where we've lost some games we might should have won. But and I'm going to be, I don't think anybody in this room right now thought we'd be 5-2 on the road this year at this point. I mean, I think our guys have done a heck of a job. And, we can go back and talk about what they've done, Jeff, and the reason why I'm proud of them, what they've done on the road hasn't ever been done. but Boise's only been in the league since 2012. So, they've done some really good things. It's just we haven't, and one thing that I'd like to look at is the last 4 years since Power Five has been in existence. How many conferences like ours? How many at-large bids have there been? So, we would have almost had to be perfect. We had to go to Illinois State, which is a terrific team. They won 15 straight. They're winning the Valley. They've pretty well secured being in the tournament. They won, and we played them without Tim Williams. It was a one-possession game. We played Dayton in the Wooden Classic, and one call this way, one call the other way on the last possession, and we could have won. But we almost had to be perfect in our scheduling. We had to beat New Mexico State twice, which we've done before, but we didn't do it this year. They got a heck of a team. They're playing really well. We beat UTEP. Virginia Tech's going to make the tournament, so you got beat by a tournament team.
They just beat Virginia last night.
But that's what I'm saying. They're a tournament team. You had a chance to beat Dayton, which you needed to be, because that's an RPI boost. You didn't do it, but you're one possession away, one call either way. So you almost have to be perfect out of conference. I mean, for example, I just don't understand. And I think Nevada's 19-3 or 18-3, and they're not even close. I mean, UCLA's 21-3, played at Kentucky, played Ohio State neutral, lost 3 games, and they're a 4 seed.
I know. Whatever.
But I mean, I just don't. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just like when we did our thing my first year, 27-7, 14 games on the road, you win. You're the automatic qualifier, and you're 7. So I mean, I just don't know where that goes. It'd be unique for me to look, and I should have asked how many at-large bids have conference like ours had since Power 5 been in existence. It'd be because I think it's between a 5% and 8% chance when you start the season. But like for us, I think we would have had to be perfect. I mean, I think we would have had to beat New Mexico State twice, UTEP, which we got lucky, and Tim did a nice job. Their team played extremely hard. And then you got to get Illinois State and Dayton. But that makes it difficult because, I mean, you got a team like Nevada who's 19-3 or 18-3 that legitimately has no shot. I think. I mean, I don't know, but I don't.
Actually, they're 19-6 now. They've lost a bunch in a row.
Well, but I mean,
Yeah.
The point's the same. Yeah, I mean, it's a one bid league probably. I mean, there's probably maybe a 1% chance. I won't say 100 yet,
but I mean, you almost have to be perfect in your out of scheduling. You almost got to be perfect in. Let's put it this way: you're not going to be perfect because kids are going to miss shots, people are going to be injured, but you have to be pretty close to. You got to get those games that you scheduled for RPI.
So all that said, though, and that was kind of
That was the goal.
focusing on NCAA tournament.
That was the goal.
But you guys have a shot now over the last 3 weeks of this season to still win a conference.
To still do it.
And you guys are in that mindset. It's not beyond
Absolutely.
reach in your mind?
No.
Because what you guys will need is help. You guys will need Colorado State to lose, Nevada to lose, and Boise State to lose twice. Now you get 2 of those on your own court, but you guys are going to need help at least in that Nevada loss.
One game.
So you guys are still playing for a title.
Yeah. Have to. Have
You know
to.
that? The players
Oh,
know
there.
that?
We talk about it. We talk about it. If you don't, I mean, we can talk about. Yeah, we got to get ready for 3 days and the end of. At the end, but you got to continue to push because you don't know what's going to happen. You've seen it. I mean, I still think 1 year 12-6 won it. Not for sure though. I still think it was close. I know we were out of it 15-3. We lost by 1, but I mean it's possible, and I think our guys understand that. The biggest thing about my team right now is I'm just happy the way they're playing with the stuff that we've had to go through.
And Boise State's a team that hasn't had any of those trip-ups. They've lost to teams like you guys. They've lost to Nevada, Fresno State, some of the teams that were expected and kind of people know that can be pretty good, but they really haven't tripped up yet. They haven't had a UNLV loss or maybe the San Jose State loss. So
Did Hutchison play in those games?
played in all of them, didn't he?
Yeah, Tim Williams didn't play in all of them.
Um,
I'm just.
but what I'm getting
I mean,
at,
I'm just
Boise-
being. I'm just. You're trying to do apples to apples, and it's not apples to
Well,
apples.
no, I guess what I'm getting at though is Boise State's alone in first place.
Right.
That surprised you at all? I mean, that they right
They've
now-
done a heck of a job, yeah. They done a heck, but I've never put anything past Nick Duncan leading his team.
Well, they've also won 3 in a row too, so, and at the time, you know, they were what, 6-3, now they're 9-3, so that's really, everybody else has lost some, and they haven't now, so they're hot.
They're still coming here,
That's
and they
good.
still got to play some more games.
We got them, and then Colorado State, look at the, what happened to Colorado State, it seems like the fans are, hopefully the students will come out and, support the team.
Yeah.
I hope.
I think they will.
Yeah.
I thought they did San Jose. I just think that we didn't play up the way we're capable of playing.
Looking at this head-to-head comparison, fairly even. Where Boise wins are in statistics, rebounds per game, which are key, points allowed, and also 3-point field goal defense. So they're shutting down people, shooting the three, getting more rebounds. Have you
I
done
don't-
anything?
I'm not too concerned. We scored 49 points in the first half. I don't know how many people have scored 49 points against them in the first half, so I'm not too concerned about scoring.
12 of those 49 were by Logwood in a row at the end of the first half.
Yep.
After that game, you mentioned that you like looking at players' performances against specific teams.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to last year, Logwood does well against Boise. What do you see that allows that to happen?
Well, it allows Sam to be put in a situation opportunity where it's a bad matchup for them because he's a guard. And when we play Sam with 4 guards, it's a bad matchup. So that's why he's successful. Now, he's still got to play. I mean, he's still got to perform, and he's done that. And that's a credit to him.
Anything else?
Good? Thanks. Appreciate it.